Hey friends, I am coming to you today on this beautiful, wonderful summer day down by the river here in Littleton, New Hampshire, because I want to take a few minutes to talk to you about courage. Courage is something that most of us think we have. Most of us think we know what it is. If you grew up with the Wizard of Oz and the Cowardly Lion, you have a pretty good idea of what courage is. Most of us think courage is not being afraid or not having fear, and I don't think that's it. I think courage is actually having fear, but moving past it. You can't deny fear. You can't not be afraid of things. I think most, if not everybody, goes through every single day of their life worried or scared of something. That's just human nature. 12 years ago today, I came out as gay to my parents. If I had not had the courage to do that, I would have missed out on the most wonderful, loving miracle of a man that I'm in a relationship with. I've had the most wonderful relationship for almost 11 years because I had the courage to stand up and do that. It's still tough to walk out in public some days as a gay man. It's still tough to be a psychic medium in front of people because some people think you're a fraud or some people think I'm talking to demons. It doesn't really matter. But it seems like these roles that I've found myself in this life take a lot of courage to be in, and I'm okay with that. One of the things that I would give you, because I think you should have courage too, in everything that you do, is I want you to take this. I want you to take a thought exercise or a tool, if you will, with you. Whenever you find yourself in a place of fear, whenever you find yourself in a place of conflict or friction, whether inside of you or outside of you, just ask yourself one question. What would I tell my child to do? We build up these lenses of fear and hate and worry and self-loathing and all of these things around ourselves. But if we can ask ourselves that question, what would I tell my child to do? We strip down to the basics of our own personal wisdom. We remove those lenses of fear and worry and self-loathing, and we actually get to a lens of love and compassion. Most of us, if we have children, or if we were to have children, would want them to be as happy and healthy as possible, to live every day as courageously beautiful as they could. The same advice that you would give to your own child is the same advice that you need to be taking every single day. That is courage, yes, but it's also love. It's love for yourself. It's not a matter of being in love with yourself. It's a matter of loving yourself. So courage, I believe, comes from love. Love for others, love for this world, love for yourself. And I believe if you could just ask yourself that question, what would I tell my child to do? In any situation where you find yourself afraid, I think you're going to tap into a little kernel of courage and wisdom and love on the inside of you that you're seeking. Because every day, I hope that I can be an inspiration to people to live a life more in touch with the unseen. But hell, if I could just make it so people didn't hate themselves so much, I would consider it a success. So I want you to take this. I want you to find that kernel of courage and wisdom inside of you. And I want you to do your damnedest to live the best life that you could ever lead, so that when you get to the point, when you're at the end of your life, you can look back and you can have as few regrets as possible.